In the news this week, Warwickshire County Council risks court over sex education policy. The UK government raises free speech concerns after a series of venues axed Franklin Graham's gospel events, and MPs call for a new Minister for Families. Hello. Warwickshire County Council is risking a legal challenge from the Christian Institute on its relationship and sex education policy. The Council's policy for primary schools incorporates and promotes the controversial All About Me programme. Among its false assertions are that gender identity can be best understood as being a spectrum, and that transgender children have the right to use whichever toilet or changing room they feel most comfortable using. And while lesson materials make no reference to marriage, they do include graphic sexual images. Lawyers acting on behalf of the Christian Institute have written to the Council, warning it is failing in its legal duties. John Denning, the Institute's education officer, said the Council needs to change course.
The Council must tell schools not to use this deeply flawed policy while they address the catalogue of errors. Young children don't want or need questionable adult ideas to be forced upon them, and it's neither desirable nor legal to keep parents in the dark. There are vital safeguarding issues at stake here. Not to admit there's anything wrong with the policy would seem to be putting at risk the well-being of the very children the Council has a duty to protect.
Doctors have urged the British Medical Association to maintain its opposition to assisted suicide. It comes as the BMA polls its members on the issue ahead of its annual conference in June. Over 50 doctors signed a letter saying that the existing law supports doctors and protects the vulnerable. They warned that the picture is disturbing in countries where assisted suicide is legal and said, "We hope that the BMA will continue to oppose the involvement of doctors." The Leader of the House of Commons, Jacob Rees-Mogg, has said that no platforming Franklin Graham is an example of a particularly disagreeable modern trend. Fiona Bruce MP raised the issue in Parliament, asking whether the UK can call itself a tolerant, inclusive and diverse society if it denies the Billy Graham Association a platform. Rees-Mogg said that the principle of freedom of speech was of fundamental importance for UK society.
The UK has robust protections for freedom of speech and freedom of religion, and the price of living in a free, plural society is tolerating views and beliefs we disagree with or are even offended by. And this is fundamentally important. It is a sad truth that many people who tout themselves as being liberal are only liberal about what they like and are very intolerant of the views they disagree with.
And finally, MPs have called on the government to support stay-at-home parents by appointing a Minister for Families. 44 Conservative MPs wrote to the Prime Minister urging him to champion the rights of single-earner families, which they said would help to meet his manifesto promise to strengthen families. They cited a YouGov poll which found that 81% of British adults think stronger families and improved parenting are important to addressing Britain's social problems. One of the signatories, Ranil Jayawardena MP, said many parents feel that staying at home to care for their children or their own parents is undervalued. This is wrong. The unpaid care they provide is worth more than £1 trillion annually to our economy. Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.